This question is the core of our quiz, VOMC. It asks us to identify which statements correctly describe the functionality of scikit-learn's _check_estimator function, a tool used to validate custom machine learning estimators. It's designed to help ensure that these custom estimators adhere to scikit-learn's standards. This statement is incorrect, VOMC. _check_estimator doesn't guarantee the complete absence of bugs or peak performance. Its role is more limited. It's a preliminary check to see if the estimator meets scikit-learn's coding conventions and basic functional requirements, not an exhaustive test of its capabilities. Think of it as a quick health check, not a full physical. This statement is correct, VOMC. That's the main purpose of _check_estimator. It makes sure your custom estimator plays nicely with scikit-learn by following its rules for parameters, data types, and overall behavior. Incorrect again, VOMC. While failing _check_estimator suggests potential problems, it doesn't automatically mean your estimator is broken beyond repair. It simply indicates that something needs to be looked into. It is a warning sign to investigate the areas where the code fails the test. It does not always indicate that the estimator is unusable. This statement is also correct, VOMC. _check_estimator is smart enough to test your estimator's handling of various data formats, including those sparse matrices. This helps ensure it performs consistently across the board. This is another important check to guarantee good quality custom estimators. This simply introduces the topic, VOMC. It's highlighting the key function, _check_estimator from the scikit-learn library, a popular Python library for machine learning. We're examining this function to understand its purpose and limitations. Scikit-learn is abbreviated as Sklearn. This introduces the core quiz problem. The question is asking you to determine the correct statements about the capabilities and limitations of scikit-learn's _check_estimator function. Testing your understanding of this function's role in building machine learning models within the scikit-learn ecosystem. Based on the analysis of the options, the correct answers to the quiz questions are B and D. Statement B, which states that the function verifies API conformity, parameter validation and data handling, is correct. Statement D, which states that the function can detect inconsistent behavior, is also correct. This means that only those options correctly describe the _check_estimator function capabilities. These are the final answers to the quiz problem, indicating that the statements related to API compliance and data handling consistency checks passed by the _check_estimator function are the true statements. Okay, let's break down this question about scikit-learn's checkestimator function. It's used to check if a custom estimator you've created follows all the rules and guidelines of the scikit-learn library. It's like a quality check for your custom machine learning model. This statement is incorrect. Checkestimator doesn't do a complete check for every single possible bug or ensure your model performs perfectly on any dataset. It focuses more on structure and adherence to scikit-learn's rules. Think of it like grammar checking. It doesn't guarantee the paper is perfect, just that the grammar is correct. This is correct. This is the main purpose of checkestimator. It makes sure your estimator fits within the scikit-learn framework, following its rules on how data should be handled and parameters validated. It's like checking if all the pieces of a puzzle fit together. Incorrect. A failed check doesn't automatically mean your estimator is completely useless. It just means there might be some issues you need to fix. Think of it like a spelling error. It doesn't necessarily make the whole document bad, just that part of it needs revision. This is also correct. Checkestimator helps catch inconsistencies. It checks if your model handles different types of data correctly, even special formats like sparse matrices. This is a useful check to ensure your model is robust. This simply refers to the type of estimator that checkestimator is designed to check. It is a model built by a user, not one of the pre-built models in scikit-learn. This is the function from scikit-learn's utils module. It helps check if your custom estimator adheres to the library's standards and conventions. This refers to the checking whether your estimator's structure, method names, and input/output types align with the scikit-learn application programming interface (API). It's essentially checking if your custom model speaks the same language as scikit-learn's other models. This part of the function assesses if your estimator correctly handles different data types, like numerical, categorical, shapes, and formats, such as sparse matrices. This ensures your model works with various types of input data reliably. This tests if your estimator effectively validates and handles input parameters, hyperparameters, etc. It checks if errors are raised and handled appropriately for incorrect or out-of-range inputs. It's about making sure that your model doesn't crash or produce incorrect results if it's given bad input. This function in scikit-learn's Sklearn utils estimator_checks module is like a QA tester for your custom machine learning estimators. It checks if they follow all the rules and conventions of scikit-learn's API. It doesn't guarantee perfect performance or a bug-free code, but it helps catch potential problems early on. Nope, _check_estimator focuses on API compliance. It doesn't cover all possible bugs or guarantee peak performance in every scenario. It's more about structure and adherence to standards than overall effectiveness. Exactly, that's the main job of _check_estimator. It makes sure your custom estimator plays nicely with other scikit-learn components by following its rules on parameters and how it handles data. Not necessarily. A failed check points to a potential issue but doesn't automatically mean your estimator is trash. It could just need some tweaking and debugging. You got it. _check_estimator checks if your estimator works correctly with various data types, like sparse matrices, making sure it's robust and reliable. This refers to a function within the scikit-learn library in Python. It's a super helpful tool for checking if your custom-made machine learning estimators, think of them as algorithms, follow scikit-learn's rules and guidelines. It doesn't find every single bug, but it's a great first step in making sure your estimator behaves as expected. This statement is false. _check_estimator is not a magic bullet that magically removes all bugs and makes your estimator perfect. It only checks if the estimator conforms to scikit-learn's rules, not whether it is bug-free or performs well. Think of it like checking your grammar. It helps with the structure but doesn't guarantee the writing is engaging and brilliant. This is true. This is the core function of _check_estimator. It ensures that your custom estimator follows all the rules and behaves consistently with other scikit-learn estimators. It is like checking if you're following a specific recipe for a cake. It doesn't determine if the cake is delicious, but it does confirm if the steps are followed properly. This is false. A failing _check_estimator is a warning sign, not a death sentence. It just means there's something not quite right according to scikit-learn's standards. It doesn't automatically mean your estimator is useless. Further investigation is needed to identify and fix the issue. This is true. _check_estimator is quite thorough, verifying if your estimator can work well with diverse data formats, such as dense or sparse matrices. If there are inconsistencies, _check_estimator flags them. Think of it as a test drive for your estimator, checking if it handles different road conditions smoothly. Based on the analysis above, statements B and D are true.